Attention gamers. This is the story of how my League of Legends account, that I've had for a dozen seasons, played hundreds of games with, spent thousands of dollars on, got ripped out of a live game, and permanently banned. It all started one Sunday where instead of spending time with my family I was logged on first thing in the morning queued up for this piss fest of a game. The goal was for me to record footage for a dumb idea where I would rush Bramble on an ABC and then proceed to clickbait the shit out of it to make people think it's OP, but Uncle Rito had different plans and decided to autofill me in my first game. I opted into playing the toastered bathtub, and as you can tell my accuracy was looking sus. Clearly if any rider could see my gameplay here they would be raising red flags left and right due to the sheer accuracy that I was displaying during the game. My dodging abilities were also looking like a clinic that no human could sustain, but to the credit of the automated cheat detection systems at Riot I do have to admit that at one point I did land 3 ult shots in a row with perfect accuracy. I continued demonstrating the dodging abilities of someone using a third-party system, sharing in the joy of listening to someone who later revealed himself to be a Grandmaster Smurf, talking shit to me every time I played like a silver player. The 30 minutes of wasted time commenced with me staring at defeat, and it was time for me to step away for a few hours, but a few hours later when I returned I was met with this notification. With no prior warnings, I had been permanently banned by an automated review of my gameplay that detected third-party tools, and at this point keep in mind my gameplay looked like this. I was told to reflect on my behavior to be a respectful teammate in future games, which contradicted the meaning of being permanently banned. Now I want to note I may have been to a Coldplay concert or two in my day, but I'm no cheater as I learned my lesson from my only other permaban in my life. You see, in college that dipshit mobile game Flappy Bird came out, and after reading how much money the creator made, and ignoring how the hate made him borderline suicidal, my greedy ass taught myself how to code mobile apps. I made all of these you see on the screen, launched my own mobile app business, and learned the hard way that 99% of people don't make jack shit. But one night I learned if I just left one of my apps open on my own phone at night it would play ads every few minutes and I would make about $10 a day. #fraud as fuck baby. But then Chartboost, the ad company that was filling my ads, apparently have been to ratchet rodeos before, knew exactly what I was doing, and long story short I made no money, got a lifetime ban, and learned at a young age that cheating is bad. Anyways, rather than read the last sentence I felt like there was only one thing I could do. I took to Twitter to cry publicly about it, use my platform to make a scene like an entitled prick with a post so full of sarcasm you would think Deadpool himself wrote it. A post that would go on to become my most viewed piece of content for this game in the 5.5 years I had been making content around it, and the comments were what you would expect. Hundreds of people finding their own regurgitated ways to say that this was a blessing and I had been saved from my eternal imprisonment, unshackled from the Summoner's Rift, without realizing that this is kind of a way I make income. I do have a full-time job, so it's not exactly like telling a pro ping pong player who lost his arm in a boating accident that he's been saved, but it's sort of a ball buster when I am waking up on Sundays to record dumbass video ideas so that my daughter can shit in the premium diapers that don't make her ass chafe. Anyways, with more than 6 million views it attracted the attention of some rioters, Mr. Drew Levin being the first to offer some help, but stating that the automated reviews are extremely accurate, and at this point thinking this is what it flagged. I was thinking Drew about to look like a dumbass. But then Uncle Rito payroll numero 2 came in to clear up the confusion. You see, it wasn't actually my stellar Xerath gameplay that definitely could have been mistaken for a scripter. It was actually that I had been hacked. Someone that he referred to as a career cheater, someone that I feel like would be played by Vince Vaughn in a movie, got access to my account, and the automated review actually did find cheating. Super helpful context, and it wouldn't be on brand for Riot if there wasn't some sarcastic douchery thrown into the end of it, but this was a good start as I was told to submit a ticket to get it all settled and that he would leave a comment on my ticket to fill them in. Psych bitch, my ticket sits for a day and then gets this freaking fantastic response. An employee by the name of Spicy Pie reviewed the situation and verified that I'm indeed a piece of shit. Appeal rejected, no replies will be accepted, no future tickets can be opened. Keep it fair, keep it fun, and go fuck yourself type of reply. I then took to DMs with both Mr. Drew and Philip, which out of respect for them I will censor, as anything tweeted in public is fair game, but a private conversation I won't show considering I didn't ask them, except at one point I did tell Philip to 9x spicy pie, keep it fun guy, to which he said it made him hungry. Turns out I don't have access to the email my account is associated with because it was my university email and I either graduated valedictorian, skipped my graduation because I was too chicken shit to give a speech, or I dropped out. I will let you decide which of those is true, and bottom line is I didn't have access to that email. But after telling Philly boy here's some security question answers like what was the girl's name of the first titty I touched we were in, and at the end of all this, I cleared my name as not being the bad guy, just the stupid one without MFA enabled on my account. I do have to say hats off to Riot for giving me preferential treatment after I gave them the middle finger in front of 6 million people, but I do want to say that for the average Joe without a platform, they would have been stuck with this level of support and basically ripped of their account, which kind of sucks, and also that I had never seen any promotion of MFA on the Riot client to the point where I didn't even know I could add it to my account before today. Once I got my account back, the first thing I did was check my match history to see what Mr. Robot Hacker Boy did. It looks like he hit a custom, which I later realized was to fuck with all my keybinds and settings, and then of all things, he hopped into an URF game, and if I were to brag about the best gameplay that's ever been displayed on my account, check this out. That said, a few minutes into the second game, this happened. Anyways, after a 3-day drama-filled break, I was finally ready to get back to the Rift, envisioning exactly how I thought it would go. But then I came back to the sad reality that this is League of Legends I'm playing.